In the last video, we learned that picking up on fresh tracks that are crossing the road can sometimes lead you to elk.
Angling away. What do you think? He's not paying attention, he's raking the ground.
And in this video, we're going to continue that theme of tracking elk.
Oh no, he's huge. Is he? Oh yeah. You can see there's like a set going here, a set going here. Okay, stop, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. There's one to your left.
It's the morning of day 4 and it's storming. There's lightning striking. We're getting about a 7 count right now, but I'm sitting in the truck. I got my sleeping bag on me. And last night it stormed so bad that I had to get out of the tent on top of the truck. And on top of it, I'm pretty sick. I'm just gonna keep taking ibuprofen and seeing if I can survive. I don't think I've ever been this sick while actually hunting, so I'll probably just lay back and try to nap a little bit more. Most of the action we've been in has been in the middle of the day anyway. I just hammered some coffee. It's still dreary as all get out. It looks like it's like about as dark as it gets, but I'm gonna go see what Doug and Logan are thinking about, because I would imagine they took a little nap too. What do you think?
Stop to the dirt for a bit.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna see what Dad's thinking. What do you think?
I'm ready. I was already up and took a little walk.
Did you?
And then I fell back asleep. It's not good to get up, drink a cup of coffee.
And then fall asleep.
Kind of angle out like we did yesterday. And
Kind of take that same route. Make a loop, and then if we hear one, we'll hunt him. And then if we don't, we'll still hunt him, but we just won't know where he is.
so right now I should just be hiking.
Once it stopped storming on day 4, we went back into that same area that we were hunting on day 3. We hunted our way through the areas that we knew elk had been spending time the day before, but we didn't get any response to our calls.
Just trying to get a little something going.
Eventually, we got to that area where we ended the night before, and right when we got within earshot of that location where we saw the bull, Logan heard a bugle.
Sounded just like a little like, really? Usually when you think you hear it, there's a good chance. You didn't hear anything? I didn't hear anything. And this is right where we left him. It didn't seem far. Really? Do you want to go by that dead tree right there? And that rock? Yeah. I was down in there. Wind's gone here, right? Yeah. I mean, it's pretty good. I just feel like I heard some stuff breaking that time. Good ears, you've heard it now 3 times, and I only heard it once, so that's at 0, but that's, you know.
We decided to set up and make a calling sequence, and since it was so early in the day, we figured we would play it pretty patient. But it appears that that was the wrong decision, because we never heard the bull again. So that one kind of just disappeared on us, and maybe we could have done things differently and been more aggressive, but in the moment, it felt like we were making the right decision by trying to play that one pretty slow.
Yesterday, it seemed like he did the same thing, bugled a couple of times, then moved way off, so to try to make sure he's not still right here, we're going to try to bugle, because we've tried cow calling and raking, and we haven't got any response, so if we don't hear him, we're going to work back that way, which is the direction that he was bedded yesterday during the early part of the day.
We spent the rest of the evening looking for that bugling bull, but despite being around fresh sign, all we ever found was mule deer.
Pretty chewed up. Jeez. It's about your bone. Yeah, pretty much.
He was stepping over the log and he just reached down and picked it up like nothing. It's a huge one.
Oh, yeah.
Golly. It's day 5, and yesterday was our first pretty uneventful day. We ended up going back into the spot where we saw the bull a couple nights ago, and eventually Logan heard a bugle. We made a couple of different calling sequences, and we just never heard from him again. It was interesting though, because he was in the same exact area that we left him the night before. Then as soon as we heard him, it almost seemed like he was doing that thing where he just picked up and started moving off. It seems like we're gonna try to give that spot a little bit of a break and try something else. I'm just feeling really sick. It's pretty brutal, to be honest. So this morning I talked about whether or not I should leave or stick it out. I'm gonna just keep trying to tough it out for as long as I can. The thing is if I leave, I'm gonna feel so guilty if they get one. It's just one of those things that I want to be a part of, so I'm gonna keep trying to tough it out, but man, it's rough. Pretty excited about going to a new area. It seems like your best time in is your first time in, so hopefully today's the day. I'm feeling like every time we step into the woods, we've got a legit chance, so hopeful that today's the day, because A, it'll be super fun, and B, I'll get to take a little break because I don't feel so good. But let's hunt. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to take a break. I'm just so sick, I can't keep going. Logan's not feeling well either now, so we're just gonna back out. It's a tough call when you gotta pull out and burn time. Logan and Dad both are taking vacation time off work, but we're gonna have to just go to the nearest town. Maybe if we find a solution, we can get back out and start hunting again before the time's up. But I'm all about toughing it out. I think that's what's kind of got us to this point, is I'm trying to tough it out, but when you feel terrible and you just keep pushing it, you kind of just bury yourself worse. So I'll keep you guys updated. Alright everybody, we're back at it. Took the rest of the day off, went to the urgent care. They did give me a bunch of medicine, but this morning I feel like I can breathe a lot better, so I think the plan is just keep doing what we're doing, occasionally making calling setups, and then bugling from high points. We're all feeling better. I think we made the right decision by taking off the rest of yesterday, so let's hunt. I'm hearing quite a bit of popping down here below. I like being on these spots when we're elk hunting. We're basically just up on a high knob, very similar to how we turkey hunt. Just get up into areas like this and sometimes hang out for an hour or more, just listening for gobbles or bugles. Even if we don't get a bugle, we might get a lead from these branches breaking. Ever since I got here, I've been hearing stuff breaking down in here. It's like pretty consistent.
From that high point, both Logan and I were thinking that we were hearing branches breaking, and occasionally we would hear what we thought was a cow calling. So we dropped off that high point and started working towards where we were hearing those sounds.
That made me feel like it might be a hunter. Yeah, same. I mean, if it was a cow, I'd just post up. Oh yeah, just call it like that. Sneak around her for a while, see what happens. Yeah.
We did end up hearing it again, but we could never really be sure if we were hearing a hunter or an actual cow. So again, we started moving in that direction, trying to figure out if it was in fact a real cow, and we ended up finding the last thing that we expected to find.
What is this, Catville? I've never seen that before, but pretty crazy. It's not old at all. Someone's definitely been eating on it this morning. Whatever it is, obviously buried it. See the claw marks right there. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. So far today, we've really just heard what we think is a cow. We weren't totally sure if it was a cow or a hunter for a while, but we never left the ridge that we little bit. It's pretty gnarly terrain in that direction, so maybe try to locate something down in there. I knew we were gonna see some deer over here. Right up on those rocks. It was a cow, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I just saw her turn right up on the top of the rock. I saw a flash. Did you? 20 yards back's the first fresh rub we've seen in a while. I mean, maybe there's still a bowl of cloves in there. Not right down here. Two cows and a calf. Yeah. I just saw them just too late. I'm sure it's those ones we just bombed on. Yeah, but still. Oh well, sometimes you gotta jump them to find them. Yeah, we've seen them. It's a good sign that we're getting closer than what we were. Yeah. Oh, there's another one down at the bottom. Oh, bull down at the bottom. Right here. He's moving up this way. Looks young. Like right here now. Oh no, he's huge. Is he? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, coming up to the right. What do you think we do? I don't know. I don't think he smelled us, so I think we're still in the game. I don't think so. Maybe we could just bugle at him right now. Yeah, I mean, honestly, let's try it. Can we jump in front of this rock? So that just a rig. See what that does? Yeah. That might have turned them around. Yeah. Just like I heard like a yeah, so did I. There, yeah. It just said, like, we probably don't need to bugle up on top. As we bumped that cow up, like, well, maybe we should have bugled on top. Right. If something was up. And the cows definitely did. Yeah, I don't know that he really did. No, I don't think he did at all. Yeah, he's like, wait, where are you guys going? Right. Doesn't mean we don't get on him here later today, too. Yeah. Big. Once I saw him the second time, I was like, oh, I was telling him. I just got that flash. Yeah. He like ran right through it. It's where you go back and forth. Like, should you be calling more or not? Right. We weren't seeing much sign. No, yeah, I mean. And then it was like we see one rub. What do you call when you see one rub? Yeah. Every time you see a rub, you gotta call. I actually at first just got like such a small glimpse of his antlers that I was like, oh, it's like a spike. I think the sun was shining on it in a way that made it look real thin. I think he's the type that's just gonna come dumb like we want him to. After watching the footage back and seeing how long it took him to come through after the cows ran, and when I called, like you said, as soon as I, yeah, something broke, and then he did do that. Yeah. Or him or one of the cows. Yeah. Who knows, maybe in an hour he bugles. Yeah. When we first stopped right here, I had just seen a cow wheel and go over the top. I thought it made sense to go over here in the shadows. So did he, so we just started going over there. And they were like standing there looking at us, and they eventually ran. 2 cows and a calf. But he was 80 yards down there. Yeah, he's far. This is where the cow was when she turned and ran originally. And then we saw the bull and the cows go up that way. Got up on that hill. She would have seen us right down there. We were gonna come up here to try to call from this high point, but she busted us too soon. Had we have called when we were up there, we might have got him to bugle, but it's hard to say. Tracks are super easy to see now. As easy as it is to see that cow's track, what if we just tracked them? I almost guarantee we can follow them. I mean, that track's so easy to see, and there's not, like, because we're not seeing tons of sign, it's not like we're going to get them confused with other tracks.
That'd be a good thing, too.
Yeah.
Let's try it.
Yeah. I mean, I know we can get to where we can cut them where they ran. I think it's where he tore the ground up this morning. There's an elk track right in it. We got tracks going uphill. This is where we saw him go up, so we'll see if we can follow him. It's crazy how far out you can see that trail. Yeah. And it sounded pretty far, didn't it? The bugle. Yeah, but it's not like the direction we're going, right? Yeah. I say we keep doing what we're doing. We both heard him and think it's in the same. Now he's got him up and moving. He's bugling. Maybe. I think he's in the direction of the track, so we figure just keep following though. Oh, yeah. I just caught a tiny little bit of that. I mean, you could hear the how far? I would guess we could get up to the next hill pretty quick. Yeah. What do you think about this? I think we took it out and around. Should we cut it off? Yeah, I think heard it over here for sure. Might make sense to just start to go by sound now. I don't know. It sounded like it was right there, but all this topo right here might distort it. And he could be down in there. I'm a little torn. Big surprise. How about you stand here and listen, and I can go follow these tracks and see if they turn and cut up. Okay. So the elk just pretty much immediately started walking. It seems like they've met back up. You can see there's like a set going here, a set going here. Right now I'm walking on the tracks and they're back there listening because Logan's heard him twice. I'm trying to decide if it makes more sense to keep following the tracks or just follow by sound. Might go back and get them and see if they've heard him. They've started to cut like this, right in the direction that we're here. I think, and they're walking, so it's not like they're going fast. Ideally, he loses them, and that's why he's bugling, and then maybe we could get between them. Maybe we could trick a joker, a foul-smelling mega meat. That's about where I stopped. There's a big saddle up here. move, don't move, don't move, don't move, don't move. There's one to your left. Yeah, I just seen one. I don't know. Do you still see it? She's calm though. Yeah. I feel the wind right on my back. Oh, there you see the boat is coming back. Yeah. Might get a narrow one. Yeah, he goes behind it. Might need to get narrow. Just in case. Yeah, the wind's not good. Cow behind her. See a third one now. She smelled us, I'm sure. Is that him? I don't think so. No. I didn't see him. I don't know that I heard him ever either. Like, break away. I would have guessed he was further. I didn't think they were going to be right there. I didn't either. When I heard him, I would have guessed him to be over that saddle that we're headed towards. Well, I think they were just coming back. Because, I mean, their tracks are going that way. And I looked up and I saw her in that opening. Who knows? Maybe this will be a good thing. Maybe they'll start bugling. Tracking works. Follow where they went. You should find them. The one tricky part about tracking is getting the wind always in your favor. Had to be those same three. Should we slide down another 20 and get up in there just to get to a good spot? Yeah. At least now, if he makes it to the same spot she did, we can at least shoot. Pure fun, honestly. That was so fun. I think it acted like smelled us, but I also couldn't see her when she turned. She was. Was she? Yeah, she was at one point. Yeah, when she was here, she was smelling real hard. She took a couple more steps. I couldn't tell what she was doing. Well, we tried to get up to this high point towards where these cows ran after they smelled us. It was the same 2 cows and calf that we saw when we bumped them originally. The strategy of tracking worked pretty well, but we just got caught in a position where the wind wasn't quite right. We did hear him bugle, I think 2 times. He was in this direction, so our thought was if we get up here high, we might be able to hear him. There's a chance he's bugling and he's just down in a little valley or something and we can't hear him, but we haven't heard him. And kind of running out of time now, but pretty good day. I mean, we found elk. It's not the way that we wanted it to end, obviously, but it does feel good, though, to try a little bit of a different tactic with the tracking and have a little bit of success doing that. I mean, Obviously, we didn't get a bull doing it, but we had a cow right at the edge of the bow range, so that was pretty sweet. We were hoping for the old bump and dump elk hunt, but it didn't work out. At least not yet. I don't even know what day it is now. We get a little bit of a later start today, but that's alright. Finally slept well. We've also just been seeing a lot of people driving down the road and talking to people, and it's been fun. So back a few days ago, I noticed tracks crossing, and every day since, we've came past, there's tracks crossing both ways. So we decided to come this way today, just try something a little bit different, and there's, again, fresh tracks coming right down in here. So we're just gonna go get on that north-facing hillside and start angling across. There's a lot of land that way, so we may end up making a pretty big loop today. That's why we're not too terribly worried about getting a late start. And also, it just seems like we have the best action during elk season in the middle of the day anyway. Maybe that's just because we never get up early.
We worked our way in on a north-facing slope, and we saw a bunch of sign, but didn't bump into any elk that we knew of. We weren't doing a ton of calling throughout the morning, but when we got to our target area, we made one calling setup that I think that we were all really confident in. And how that laid out is there were two parallel ridges that were finger ridges off of the main ridge, and in between those ridges in the valley, there was a ton of diversity. Terrain-wise, it was a spot that jumped out to us on the map because we had seen elk bed in similar locations, but then when we saw that added diversity, it really increased our confidence. So we spent a bunch of time in this calling setup. Like usual, we started slow with cow calls, Dad was behind us raking, and eventually we started letting out some bull calls as well. So after about 30 minutes, we finally decided to call it quits, so we dropped down into the bottom and started going up the other finger that was parallel to the one that we were calling from, which was only about 200 yards away, and Logan looked up, saw a big bull running away.
Did you see it? It's a bull. It's 80. It's a bummer. What do you do? Yeah, really. If he was right there. Yeah, I'd have heard those calls, or maybe he was coming into him real slow. I don't know. Is he a big one? Yeah, like pretty dang big. I mean, big dark antlers too. It's like exactly what we set up. Yeah, it's crazy because like you could not see him very well. Like he had to have just been looking over here. Maybe we had popped a stick right before. Right over there is where we did that calling setup. There's this little swale between this finger that we're on and that finger over there. At that time, our wind was going like this. The hope was that he was going to be there. Right there. That's why we called there. And he didn't do anything, so it's like, well, don't know what to do differently. All you can do is say, yep, he's where we thought he would be. We got that part right. Yeah. I mean, maybe I didn't sound good enough. I don't know. Right. I'm sure we can go up there and see if he was bedded or not. Yeah. And so, I think that's fresh. Stand there and smell it. Get a scent. And then just put your nose down and follow. He's got a scent. A decent boo. Just bedded it below. I mean, yeah, they could almost see us down there. You couldn't, but probably heard us a little bit, and then it was like I've been standing or walking away. It actually doesn't. It doesn't smell real strong yet. We could track him. That's true. Let's say we track him for 3 hours and all of a sudden he starts bugling. Yeah, because he's like, oh man, I'm finally away from whatever that was. Right. I mean, he might even do that in an hour. Yeah. It might not take that long.
Since we had just tracked the elk the day before, we decided to follow his track for as long as we could, and it actually ended up being pretty easy for over a mile.
Still on him. Now he turned and went up straight up there.
I think one of the biggest takeaways that I have from this hunt is just learning how elk use the terrain, but also how they react to being bumped. It was pretty clear that this bull slowed down pretty quickly after getting out of sight from where we originally bumped him. But it was also cool to see how he ultimately led us to other elk. Throughout a lot of the time when we were tracking the elk, he wasn't really crossing any other tracks, which made it really easy to follow. The tracks that he was crossing were all old, and the trick we were using to age the track and make sure we were staying on his track is we would look at the pine needles. Where they were kind of rounded, and it was obvious that the pine needles had settled, some of the dirt had settled off those pine needles. Those were the older tracks. The newer tracks, the pine needles were freshly moved. A lot of times there's a little bit of dirt kicked up that hadn't settled yet. But he eventually did lead us to more fresh tracks, and so we decided to pull off the track and just go to a high point close by. That way, if he or another bull started bugling, maybe we could get a lead that way.
Well, we decided to just peel off this track. He's headed in a direction where if we just get up on this high point, we can probably hear him if he starts bugling. And in addition, we'll be able to hear a whole different hillside. Where if we keep following this track, we just could bury ourselves and eliminate our ability to hear another bull bugle. It may not be the right decision. I think that's the tricky part about hunting in general, is you don't always know the right decision, but we definitely learned a lot. It's interesting to follow an elk track for that long, and it's actually pretty easy to follow elk tracks. They're just so heavy that even on the dry ground, it just stamps right into the dirt. If you ever get a chance, maybe try it. It can definitely help put you back in the game. Maybe we'll get ears on a bugler. That'd be more fun anyway. What is happening?
After sitting on that high point for a while, though, we started wondering if maybe the elk weren't a little bit further down, closer to where we knew there was some water.
Well, I feel like we just go down at the bottom, like we said.
Yeah, just work our way through something at least.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I saw that one right when you turned to me. Keep sliding up.
On our way down, it started raining, so we put our rain jackets on and kept moving towards a couple areas that we knew there were meadows and some wallows that we had seen in the past. We were just moving up the edge of those meadows, glassing a lot, trying to get eyes on one.
I can smell them pretty strongly. Hey, Logan, hold up. Logan, I see one. Logan, pretty sure I see one. I see an elk. Elk over there. See through those trees. See its body down there. You can tell what it is. Kinda looks like a bull, but I don't know. I'm basing that off of just what do you think we do? I don't know. I don't know if it saw us or heard us or if another one is around it. I just don't know. close on the other side of that finger that comes down. We could try it all out and just get up onto the timber and try to cut it off. I mean, I think he went up in there. Let's try that. I mean, the other option is we could sit here and call, but like, I'd almost rather just find them. Yeah, let's do it. Out there, went that way. I'm gonna go this way and try to cut them off. There's definitely elk using both these openings because the grass is all that. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think maybe you were right. Maybe not going right on this edge because they're up there looking down. Yeah. Probably be, lash against the bright meadow, versus up here. I think we just get up there and not worry too much about. I think it's our last chance, and we just got such good conditions to snap. We might as well go low. I think so. Logan, can you put stuff between us and him? Or he's moving left. Or he's coming. He's coming. It looked like he turned around, man. He was coming right at us. Oh, really? Oh, yeah. Can't quite see well enough to... We can try it if you want. Let's try it. Don't be afraid to glass if you need to. Circling. Yeah. Which I kind of thought he might do. It's like, what do you do when you have that much time left? Like, the only thing now, it's like, we should have just gone straight up. But it was really fun. It was. That was a lot more fun than what I thought might happen tonight. Yeah. It's like time we think we're out of it, we're not going to the wrong places. No, we're just not making it happen. He turned and started walking away. You called, and I was like, I better just step up, because who knows?
Oh, he immediately stopped, turned his body around, and just was looking.
And then he realized maybe he shouldn't just straight up come up here like a fool. Better circle around.
I thought that was our guy, actually.
Yeah, I did too for a second.
The other thing I wonder now, too, is like when we very first saw him, if we could have just called him into that first little opening.
Right, yeah.
Oh, hey, good job. I mean,
Yeah,
that was fun.
yeah. Should go tell him what happened. He looks like he's confused.
Oh, really?
It's a bull. How close did you get there?
60 yards, probably.
He hit the cow call, and I stepped up because I was like, this might work, turn him around right away, and I need to be ready, have some cover in this open woods, and he turned, and I was like, oh, I better go check that out. Started walking, we didn't see him for a while. Decided, well, I mean, I had minutes, you know, if not seconds, in here for my pin to even work, right? So we were like, let's just go, let's just try it. Stepped up to where we were, and he was circling back around, probably to come up here. He was right there. Dang. Right in the middle. Man. Could you see how big he was? Good enough that I would have pulled the trigger without even thinking about it. I stepped out, and it was this, like, window opened up, and he was, like, standing there looking at me. It's like, well, that's that.
He never drew you, did.
Oh, no. Well, I suppose we ought to just get out of here, huh?
Yeah. I mean, hey, don't let that one bother us.
No, I mean,
Not that we are,
just how it is. You know, you want to be disappointed, of course. Everybody sees animals in the woods, and they're about to do something, and they're like, oh, man, that sucks. Like, it didn't work out, and you feel it a little bit, but, I mean, we've been close how many times now?
Oh, a lot.
Something's going right.
Yeah,
That's really all you can ask for. I mean, for sure.
I mean, we've had an incredible experience. We still got
We've
some
seen
time.
I think we've seen him every single day.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.